snowing, girls. Look. Hey, girls.
It's insane! Let's make a tiny snowman.
How about it?
Let's do it. Mama, it's fluffy. It's like
Yes.
Frozen. It's like the movie Frozen, Elsa's Ice Palace. Not a fan of her. Let it snow, Luna. Would it be bad if
Can I wear that glove? Give me your glove.
Might not fit.
No, it might not fit.
This is the best day of my life.
This is so pretty.
I caught one on my tongue. Brr. I know exactly what to do. There. This is so fun! I'm just gonna make a huge snow pile. Mom, if I drag my foot, I can make a snow pile. Audrey, snow. Snow pile. Grab it. I'm not grabbing it.
What was that face?
That can be its
Hold my
tongue.
staff.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Luna, look how pretty a rosemary is.
I know, it is pretty, isn't it?
It's like the world is covered in cotton right now.
Like the snow doesn't even look like snow.
I know, it's so puffy.
It looks like cotton candy.
It's not normally the kind of snow we get if we get snow.
It looks like cotton candy.
Where I opened the other car door, my seat's now covered in snow. And according to my truck, we are at 18 degrees out here. It's so soft and fluffy. It's like very fluffy snow. The kids are trying to make a snowman and are getting a little frustrated. Having fun though.
But after this, I'm gonna eat my snowman.
Okay.
That sounds like cannibalism, doesn't it?
See, Audrey's attempted a snowball. Luna's little pile so far.
One of my snowman.
It's just so pretty. I said, we do not get snow very often here. So this is a very rare occasion for us.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, see, Audrey's little snowman.
It's a snow lump.
Snow lump.
No,
Sorry.
snow baby.
Snow baby, that's a good term.
Hey, my snow baby's bigger.
Now I need to go find 2 pebbles in the backyard. I'll be right back.
Okay.
My snow baby's bigger.
Oof, it is.
Mommy, come look at the backyard.
House here. They were so excited. Luna had me up probably the minute the sun came up this morning, telling me, it snowed, it snowed. And every 5 minutes thereafter until I got up and got to put some shoes on so I could take them outside. This does look awful pretty. It'd be kind of nice. They were telling us ice and not snow. So to wake up to snow was kind of nice. And we don't seem to have too much ice. Hopefully.
Hello.
Hello.
I think Aquaponics is frozen.
Oh, I'll have to come check it.
But I don't think it's very thick.
Okay, I'll check it.
Nope, it's really thick ice. Okay.
Alright, I gotta go deal with that.
The bottom part isn't frozen, but
Yeah,
the
I
top
can
part
hear the
is
water still
extremely
running.
frozen.
So let's see what the aquaponics looks like. Oh, yeah, I can see down in the bottom where the water's, I don't have direct movement. We have frozen on the lower tank. Yeah, and on the upper tank, wherever the water's not actively flowing, we are frozen, which we're 18 degrees out, so that's to be expected. The top bed, my poor onions. This aquaponics is a little neglected right now. I've had a lot, and my onions seem to not care too much, but my poor... Everything is so covered in snow, which is great. I'm kind of hoping the snow continues and we get a little bit bigger layer.
2 rocks to go put on my snow baby.
They had closed school today because the threat of the ice and everything. Of course, they didn't want buses and stuff out on the road because we are not equipped for this kind of weather in Alabama, in central Alabama. So we already knew we were going to be out of school, but it was kind of quite nice to wake up to snow. We just don't get it that often. Right, the woods. I love living next to the woods. It's all quiet and hushed and covered with a great layer of snow. But you can tell it's not very thick and it's very soft, so it's instantly gone wherever we step, or the kids, of course, ransack it for snow. But we'll have to see how the day progresses.
What? Free snow cones!
Here's Luna, or Audrey's snow baby.
Here's mine that I'm currently eating.
Don't worry, I only let her get it from clean spots. She's so excited it's snow. She was so little the last time. It's probably been 3 or 4 years since we got even this amount of snow. So she's quite excited this morning. And yes, we have weird outfits because this is what we were so excited to get outside. We didn't take time to dress properly. I won't let him get too cold, I promise. Now that we're back inside, what's better to warm up with than some hot chocolate? So I'm using, there's 3 of us at home right now, so I'm going to use 3 cups of almond milk. Luna can't have regular milk, so almond milk it is for us today. Then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of cocoa, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and we're going to get it warm, but not boiling. You don't want to boil it. So we're going to work on getting this warmed up. I'm going to add the cocoa and the sugar. Just going to whisk this, get it all incorporated. I've got it on about medium heat. My stove, you got to do it a little higher until it starts to get warm, and then you can kind of knock it down a little. So I'll knock it down to make sure I don't boil the milk here in a minute. Cocoa does not always want to mix in. I've got the cocoa and the sugar in here with the milk. I'll just keep whisking and checking on it until it gets kind of warm. Okay, I don't know that you guys can see it, but we are steaming. So, next step, it is 2 tablespoons of chocolate chips per serving. So, I've got 6 tablespoons of chocolate chips. I'm going to add in, just going to whisk those in until they're good and melted. All the lovely creaminess. Gooey chocolate. I already have mugs set up for us with some marshmallows in them, and Mommy's has a little scoop of espresso powder as well. Alright, I think we're almost there. And then all we're going to add is about an 1/8 teaspoon or so of vanilla. You can adjust this up or down depending on how much you want. I'm actually going to add a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of almond extract because my kids like that. And then you are ready to serve. Alright, just added the extracts. Oh, it smells so good. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly. Apparently going out in the cold has made my nose run. All the fun. Alright, I have mugs set up right here. I'm just going to scoop out, pour into mugs for the kiddos and myself. And there you go. A Christmas mug. We're going to pretend it's Christmas since it's snowing out. There you go. Hot chocolate. Audrey's out here helping me bust up some ice because we're supposed to we've stayed below freezing all day.
I'm
And I need to bust some of this up so that we can not overflow tonight, hopefully, or freeze totally solid.
Can I break some of this up here?
Yes. This piece of ice, Audrey's breaking out of there. She's trying to break it up to hopefully buy us a little bit of time and it not totally freeze tonight. I really don't want to have to come out here in the morning with it totally frozen and try to bust up and pull out pumps and all of that. I busted off most of these icicles and just tossed them in the bed so that when it melts, it's still in my system. I don't know why this one was overflowing. I'll have to deal with that, I guess, once it warms up enough I can tell what water's doing. But Audrey's got a good bit of the ice busted up, at least a little bit here. So hopefully it'll gain us a little bit of time. Well, my plan last night didn't really work. I didn't video it this morning because I was in a hurry and it was really, really cold. But it totally froze over last night. The upper fish tank was all the way to the top, and because it formed a layer of ice on the top, everything new ran off and out. And it drained the sump, which has the goldfish and the koi in it. It drained it all the way down to the level of the pump where the pump wouldn't pump anymore. So I had maybe 2.5, 3 inches of water in there for the poor koi this morning. So I was out here this morning breaking ice. I unplugged the pumps and did a little bit of transfer and a little bit of water to make sure the koi had a little bit more water. But I just had to sit and wait for it to warm up. Thankfully it got above freezing today. And it thawed enough. I came out here, it's probably, I think it's like 3 in the afternoon. It thawed enough. The pumps, thankfully, I did not burn them up. They are running again. I have one that goes from the sump up to the top grow bed and then drains to that fish tank, which goes to this grow bed and back down to sump. It is up and running. It seems to be working fine. There's still a lot of ice. I mean, my kids have been out here having fun busting up ice every time I come out. But it is that's all ice floating. All in there. It's still like slush. I'm hoping they're running water. We're not supposed to get as cold tonight. Hopefully this will be enough to keep it running. I'll probably come out and check it before I go to bed tonight. But I think what I may do, because this tower over here, there are spots. It hasn't even thawed all the way. There is more ice sitting in this bucket, probably because of the smaller quantity of water. I do have it running at the moment, but like there are spots that's still frozen solid. And this was like a complete ice tower this morning, and it had overflowed as well. So I think what I'm going to do is shut this pump off for the moment, disassemble this tower. I have added some water. My hands are like freezing now, but I've added some water into the sump to give me a little higher level for what I lost. But I think I'm going to disassemble these. I'm going to set them on top of that grow bed in empty spots. So when they do thaw, tomorrow we're supposed to be mid-40s or higher in the highs. So as they thaw, the water can go back into my grow bed. And here come the girls with their sticks. See, they want to poke ice again. I'm going to set them on top of there, and then I'll take this pump and just have it do recirculating down in the sump to keep water movement going, since that's the smaller volume of water. And then if I can, it's going to be tricky because you can't really get into the sump. I don't know that I have enough clearance. I wanted to take this net pot and put it in upside down like that in the bottom and put the pump that runs to the rest of the system on top of it so it can't drain it as low if I do overflow again. But I'm not sure if I can fit it in that open space or maneuver it once I get it in there. But I may try to do that. That's the plan for now. Oh my Lord, that's cold. Jeez. Woo! Oh, that's cold. Oh, that's some nasty water.
Yeah.
Argue with that one.
Ew.
Alright. Alright. I got all but one of the levels up and into the bed, so when they do thaw tomorrow, that water goes back into my system. Got that bucket out and dumped so it doesn't freeze solid and bust. Look at all the leaves. We have this big oak tree back here, and all the leaves and everything that's built up in there. Whew, that system never really worked quite how I envisioned it working. It seemed to clog up really easy and overflow, and I've had to come out several times and tweak it to avoid losing water, so I'll just have to think of another way. Maybe add another actual grow bed at some point.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.